Milkovich men marry vaginas, period.
He's gay, Terry. I'm gay. People are gay.
I just might let you come into my life and waste my time.
Not my type.
But I could be.
Bet you couldn't.
What's your type?
Redhead.
I am downstairs.
Batshit crazy.
Check.
Packing 9 inches.
Send that boy straight to the moon. Please, so this body is gonna me toppy and kill the little boy afternoon. Yes, sir.
Like fucking carrot tops. Like with the freckles and the pale skin. Fucking alien looking.
Sure it'll stop me.
We'll find out.
Vibes in this bitch, they surprised that I live. Try to get me killed, try that times, but I'm still.
It's not our plan to fight the Volturi.
Shame. Our witnesses will be so disappointed.
They enjoy a good fight.
Stick, my blicky up on the dresser.
Story time about cute moments from being a trans camp counselor, because right now things aren't the best for trans, so here's some hope for the future. And yes, I'm using my AirPod as a microphone because I want a mini mic and I feel the need to do something with my hands, so shut up. Let me preface, this is what I look like. I had long hair, I was wearing crop tops that you could see I had a chest. Like, I had not begun to transition at all. My voice was still high, and that's how I came into this. I also had literally only started to go by Nick like a week and a half before I went off to camp. And so I emailed like the people who I thought might be in charge of name tags, and they by accidentally CC'd me on an email between each other. I had just said that Nick was a nickname. Like, I was still unsure of myself. And immediately in the emails to each other that I got CC'd on, they were using they them pronouns for me. And like, cue the audio like, how did you know I was a Gemini? I did not put my birthday in. I also did not think that anyone would use he, him pronouns for me. I thought they were going to use they, them, if anything, or misgender me. And I was perfectly like fine with that. I had barely heard he, him pronouns before at all. I even like messaged one of my friends who I knew and I was like, hey, if you wouldn't mind using he, him, because I like never hear it. I got there, every single person decided for me. They were like, you are a guy. I don't know if, I did dress like somewhat masked. I don't know if it was my energy. I don't know if they just decided. They had a meeting. But I think I heard they, them maybe once the entire summer. All of the kids, all of the counselors, everyone was like, he, him. Also, I switched bunks like the day before the kids got there. And my co-counselor, I walked into the bunk. She thought I was a cis guy. I don't know why. Like, I get it. Like, I give off an energy and I dress kind of masked. But like, you saw the photo. Like, I was woman and I had long hair and a voice, like a high voice. But she was confused, and when she asked me my name and pronouns, I was like, Nick, he, they. She just went and buffered. I think it took her a few more days to figure it out, but it was cute. The very first child of the summer, I was really nervous to come out to my kids. I've known them for a couple of years. I did not know how they were going to react. She found out I was trans. She lit up and like ran to her bunk to grab this. It is a dog toy from the Pride section of Target that is trans. It's trans. All of the kids, as soon as they arrived there, were like trying to figure out what to name it. It's clearly, it has to be the bunk mascot. We ended up putting it in the rafters. They named it Kiera, which is my dead name. She's a trans girl. Her dead name is Nick, and her chosen name is Kiera. And my dead name is Kiera, and my chosen name is Nick. That way, if anyone said the wrong name or said Kiera in the bunk, they were talking to the stuffed animal. It did happen like twice where someone said the wrong name. And this was even after the girl left. Like, she was only there for part of the summer. Like, it was a tradition. It carried on. like kids would whip around their head and be like, "Why are you talking to a stuffed animal in the ceiling?" Again, their choice. It was very cute, and I got to keep it. These next two are just pride themed. They're very similar. The first one was we have these bunk cleanups where you can like do a theme of like tropical or beach or this or that, and you like try and win a chance to like go get ice cream. But it's really like we're getting the kids clean. But my kids just decided like I came back to the bunk and they're like, "We're doing a pride theme, by the way." And I was like, okay, sure. I have nothing to do with it. But they made posters, they made signs, they all went to art for the day, and they made like pride colored bracelets. The only thing I helped out on was I think they got some of the colors confused on one of the flags on like what the order was. So I ended up telling them what it was. But it was a very, very cute setup. And one of the kids who stayed for most of the summer kept her pride stuff up until she left. Second one, very similar. We had these dances where kids could dress up as like superheroes, villains, decades. There's like Disney. There's like a lot of different options. They all decided to go as pride themed superheroes, and so they all dressed up in like fun colors, and we're trying to be different sexualities or genders, and like they put on like bath towels. The girl who gave me the trans line, I did not pick it up off the floor. The girl who gave me the trans line went as trans, and it was very cute. Absolutely adored it. There was one person who like misgendered me, called me the wrong name, who was like the head of my division. And like it wasn't a problem. Like I knew her and I knew it confused her and like we had conversations about it. I wasn't upset about it. But I got counselor of the week. And so the head of your division normally makes like a speech for it. And so she started giving a speech and she was using she, her pronouns the entire time. And partway through this, I realized she was speaking about me. I start laughing because I think it's the funniest thing. And so she ends off the speech with being like, "It's Kiara." And I thought it was hilarious. I go down to like get the t-shirt or whatever it is. And the entirety of the counselor staff goes, "Nick." It was like cheering and calling my name and saying Nick instead. And afterwards, I even had a bunch of people come up to me and be like, "I'm so sorry that happened." And and I thought it was funny. But of course, I do appreciate all their support. There was a couple guys who had like a bit of a harder time understanding who I did directly work with. I worked in the circus program. Circus is very gay, so I'm sure that there would maybe be some children or some people who would have a harder time with it. I genuinely did not interact with any transphobia, but some of the guys did have like a harder time understanding it first. But by the end of the summer, everyone was like perfectly fine with it to the point that like I had a couple guys like slap me in the chest or something like that, and then like because they forgot, and then they would just be like, "Huh." Again, fucking hilarious. All right, last one that I'll share for now. There was this very tiny child. I came over to help in the class that they were in. I directly had to work with this kid. They looked up at their teacher, looked back at me, and went, "Are they a boy or a girl?" Counselor goes, "A boy." And they go, "Okay." And then just come over to work with me, which was very cute because, again, I wasn't wearing that masculine of a fit. I don't know if it was the energy I gave off or something, but this little child looked at me and went, "You could be a boy." And then once told that I was like, yes, that makes sense. Anyway, those are some of the cute camp stories that I have from this past summer. I'm sure my camp kids will see this. Hi.
Do you guys hear it in the back? She went, "Can't blame lesbians. We all want straight girls." Yo, are you okay? Listen, there's someone out there for you. It'll happen. Who's this bitch? You're the best friend? You're hurting her! Look at you! You look incredible! Why are you doing this to her? Look at your body in that dress, those cute little glasses! Are you kidding me? Give the ticket to someone else! I'll get you laid. You kind of look like me. What do you do?
I aspire to be you.
And I'm sorry if I didn't take that seriously. I'm a piece of shit. You want to be a comedian?
Yeah, I do.
That's great. Are you working on that?
No.
Have you written any jokes?
Yeah.
Do you have it memorized? You have it a little bit memorized.
A little bit.
What's it about?
It's about Pittsburgh.
You have a joke about Pittsburgh? You have a local joke about Pittsburgh? Come on. Okay. What's your name?
I'm Emily. I listen to Veggie Tales. I'm Christian and very gay.
You could be a great comedian one day. Okay. So, have you ever held a microphone before?
This is an SM58.
Impressive, but totally unnecessary. I really look like your glow up. I'm so sorry. One day we're gonna get you there. Your eyebrows, your teeth, phenomenal. Your bone structure, you're gonna be so fucking cute when I'm done with you. Okay. We just need a haircut, you know what I mean? We're gonna get some.
I haven't had a haircut in like 3 years.
Yep. Okay. So now you're gonna have all these people on TikTok watch you do this joke.
Oh, I'm so scared.
We'll fix it too. What's your Pittsburgh joke?
Okay.
Well, hold the microphone.
Oh my God. Okay, so, how does this start again? I actually have a friend here in the crowd today. She's a little foreign. She's from Slovakia. And it gets a little awkward whenever we're saying things. Because like in America, we have like this full language, so many words, but we decide not to use them. So like in Pittsburgh, we love our culture. We got this very beautiful natural language. It's called Pittsburghese. You know, you might be familiar. If you haven't heard it, you might hear someone from Pittsburgh say, "Hey, guys, when anytime I'm gonna go downtown and get some trombone it." Which roughly translates to...
Wait for them to stop laughing. Don't cut yourself off.
I won't cut myself off. I'm single. Which would roughly translate to, "Hey, are you guys hungry? I'm gonna go and get a bologna sandwich." Thank you so much, guys.
That was great. Have sex with this woman. I think it would have gotten an even longer, a bigger pop if I hadn't interrupted you telling yourself to not interrupt yourself. I would make the Pittsburghese even longer.
Yeah.
And then when you think it's done, I would add even more. I don't know Pittsburghese, so I can't give you any suggestions other than yins, yin, yins, 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 yins. I've never done that before, Emily. Yeah, that was cool. There's like 300... No problem. It's like 300 people in here.
Because your birth certificate says you were born.
Don't use his dead name. Ford. Take a walk.
Them LA boys, they wanna fuck, they wanna fuck. Them New York boys, they wanna fuck, they wanna fuck. Them Euro